Hi, good vet neighbor community. Jen here on a very special Friday the 13th. We've got a new monthly feature we're kicking off. We'll be joining folks from around the world who are helping bats. And today from Oxford, England, we've got Angela Mills, ecologist and author of Bobby the Long-Eared Bat. So hi, Angela. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. And thank you for the kind invitation. I'm really excited to be here on this very auspicious day.
Yeah, I'm so glad you can make it. So I'll jump right into it. What made you want to write about bats?
Gosh, I'm casting my mind back now. So I worked for JP Morgan for 10 years. I don't think you know that. And
Oh,
then,
wow. I did
yeah,
not.
yeah, that was a long, long time ago. But I'd always volunteered for wildlife charities and conservation charities. And 2009, I finished studying biology as a mature student, and I ended up doing ecology. But during the time, I was doing a lot of conservation work, I was volunteering, and the idea began to develop in my mind for the book because the more I learned about bats, the more fascinated I became, and the more I thought how misrepresented they were generally. And, I was a member of the Bat Conservation Trust, of Dorset Wildlife Trust, Dorset Bat Group, all the bat groups, East Dorset Bat Rescue and Rehabilitation. And I thought, let's try and promote bats a bit more. And this idea was beginning to develop. I was going out and maybe rescuing bats on behalf of East Dorset Bat Rescue, collecting them,
Nice.
taking them back for rehabilitation, and then we'd re-release them. And the idea was
Wow.
beginning to form then. So that's really when the idea started to form. And I thought, well, let's do it. So Bat Conservation Trust gets some proceeds, and let's try and
Nice.
inspire children, while they're young and enthusiastic. So that's
Yeah.
where the idea started to come from, really.
Nice. Nice. So, I think you've kind of started to answer my next question, but why do you want to help bats?
Yeah, I think it's because they are so badly misrepresented,
Yeah,
and I think children need to understand just how amazing they are, because then if
definitely.
they learn to love them, they'll protect them, as with all nature.
Yeah.
So I think bats in particular, because they're so misrepresented, I thought let's try and put something positive out in the market. And at the time, I don't think we had much over here for bats for children. There were some lovely things you could buy online at Bat Conservation Trust store, beautiful jewelry and so forth. And I know the US had some great books, and I probably can't remember them now, but you had bats in the band, bats on the beach, so all these fun sort of things promoting bats in a fun way, but
And
not so much in the UK. Are you familiar with those books?
I was going to say I do have those books, and
Do
and I
you?
think even before those, probably the earliest children's bat book I could think of was Stella Luna. Have you heard that
That's the
one?
one. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
over there, overseas, there was all these lovely books, but over here we didn't have many. And now I'm
Oh,
glad to say
wow.
there are a few more. But yeah, so I thought let's get the book out. And Chris Packham, who's the president of the Bat Conservation Trust and also a BBC TV presenter, wrote the foreword,
Oh,
and
wow.
Kate Wyatt did some lovely illustrations. So here's the book.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
please let us see that up close. It's very adorable. I haven't actually had a chance to get a copy yet.
Oh, I'll
Which
send you one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And let me give you the opportunity, let our watchers know how can they get one? Because I
Oh,
know
okay.
we're
Well,
going to have a lot of people anxious to get them.
oh, great. Well, I have my own website. So have a look on my webpage, which is www.bobbythebrownlong-earedbat.co.uk, which is quite a long domain name. But so I have my own webpage. You can get it on Etsy as well. And it's also on Amazon, though I prefer to go down the Etsy on my own webpage channels. Really, it's
Okay,
easier. But
great,
yeah,
great.
it's out there.
And I'll put those links in the post so people can get them easily. And I'm assuming they'll ship internationally, not just for folks in England.
Oh yeah, I ship internationally. Yeah,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome.
And
I
book
know we've
two's
got.
on the way. It's not quite ready though, but book two's written, it's being edited. If you know of
Oh
any
my gosh.
publishers, do let me know, because I find, self-publishing and promoting the book hard work. Sometimes I love it. I joke the book's kind of my nemesis. Sometimes I love it, and sometimes I'm kind of just put it in a corner and try not to
Yeah,
think about it. It's too much to
yeah.
do sometimes between work, rest, and play. It's a struggle to do it all sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure. And it sounds like you are busy with bat conservation work too. I'm not sure how you squeeze that all in with your author work, but you said you've done bat rescue and transport. Are you still doing that?
Not so much, because I've moved up from Dorset to Oxfordshire. So I do a
Oh,
full-time role in an office now. As I've gotten older, I don't want to be doing dusk and dawns, Jen.
yeah.
I'm just I'm not giving away my age here, but I'm older now, and I like my sleep. So
Yeah.
so I work in the office, but I do go out sometimes for a consultancy in the summer still and do some dusk surveys. I don't mind doing the dusk, but the dawns I'm not as keen on. But I don't do so much volunteering for Dorset now. But what I do is I go into schools when needed. I'll go in and I'll talk about bats. We'll read the book. We'll make bat finger puppets. We'll do all sorts of fun things. So maybe once or twice a year, I'll go into a school. On Friday the 13th, today, we are doing a talk and walk at Coombe Mill, which is going to be fun. There's about 30 people attending. So I'll be talking about bats, and we'll be getting out the bat detectors and seeing what bats we've got in the mill, which will probably be long-eared, I imagine, but we will see.
Oh, cool. What kind of bat detectors do you use?
Oh, I've got an Bat walkabout, but for these sort of events, we just use the real basic magenta, which is what I started out on, which I love actually, because I quite like going through the heterodyne and just playing. I don't know. I'm not very techie, but the easier the better. What do you use over there? Have you got a favorite?
Actually, I'm even less techie. I like the Ecometer Touch because it just plugs right into your phone or tablet. And it shows you an actual photo of what the bat is, so it's super user friendly. So, I try to go the simplest route.
Yeah, keep it simple. That's what I say in all things in life.
Yeah, definitely. So you said you do sunset surveys. Are those doing acoustic monitoring, or is that watching bat emergence?
Yeah, it's both. So, maybe just once a week now, I go out of a summer evening with a local consultancy, and we observe, see if there's any exit of bats in particular buildings that are being developed or what have you. And it's observation and recording.
Awesome. I'm here in the Chicagoland area, and with fall setting in, our bats are just about gone. I saw one a week ago at the end of our block who was kind of lonely by himself flying around in the evening. But ours are pretty much heading south or going to their hibernacula at this point. But maybe it's a little warmer there. You still have a few more around.
Yeah, it's really unusually warm today. It's 23 degrees. I mean, that's crazy for us.
Wow.
And I did see a bat last night quite happily whizzing around the garden. So yeah, they haven't gone yet, which is a good thing. So because we want to make sure we see them on the 13th tonight. So
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. And you mentioned obviously kids are your thing. They love your adorable book, I'm sure. And do you have a stuffed animal that they might enjoy too?
I think you can get a bat if you join the Bat Conservation Trust. And I think this bat here used to be a bat you could get if you join the Bat Conservation Trust, but I think we've got a Nobby the Nocturnal now. So this is a brown long-eared bat in the UK, not to scale, as you know. But now I think you can get Dobby. I think it's Dobby the Dorbenton or Nobby the Nocturnal. I can't remember who it is, but you can get some bats if you join the Bat Conservation Trust. And luckily, this is a brown long-eared, which kind of complements the book. So yeah, I take
exactly. I was going to say people can see him in big scale there.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's got these fantastic ears. So I think this is one of my favorite reasons, one of my main reasons for liking the brown long-eared bat. I think because of the amazing big ears, it makes them quite cute and appealing. So I think he had to be, the lead for the book had to be a brown long-eared bat, really, because of those big massive ears that can hear the insects walking on a leaf. I think he's kind of cool. So.
You're very awesome. Do you know what their conservation status is over there? I know in the US, a lot of our bats are threatened or endangered.
Yeah, now you're asking. I mean, brown long-eared's not so bad. The grey long-eared's for sure. But I'm not up to speed with everything. But yeah.
He's a cutie. I appreciate you focusing on him. They're so adorable. So, is that your favorite bat, or do you have another species that you might like a little more?
I do like the brown long-ears because they are quite cute, but the ceratine, they're quite elegant flies when they come out the roost. They're quite nice to watch. Even the pipistrelles, they're so small, it just amazes me how they manage to get up and fly because they're just so tiny. They're amazing. But I must admit, if I had to pick a bat globally that I liked, it would be the Honduran white bat, when they make the little tents in the leaves.
Yes.
That's quite cute, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
had a picture up of some of them roosting on Good Bad Neighbor Community a few months back, and they're just so striking. It's amazing how white they are. You know, we're so used to here in the US we have pretty comparable bats to the bats in the UK, the little brown guys that are insectivores. And to see those bright white, they just look like cotton balls.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They
They're
do.
so cute.
They're so cute.
All right. So let's see. Um, I guess I can just ask if there are any other bad things you have coming up that people should know about, or if we may sometime have an ETA on the next book.
Oh yeah, ETA on the next book. Well, it's being edited at the moment, but I would
Okay.
love a publisher. I would really love a publisher. So someone to help me would be great. What else is coming up? Well, October is always a busy time for me. So let's see. I've got a couple of market stalls I'm going to go to actually
Oh,
to
neat.
promote the book. So we've got a couple of markets locally that I go to. So that will be fun and meet my neighborhood and have chat about bats and promote bats. I haven't got any school visits lined up, but it's kind of fun down the local school. All the classes are named after mammals, and there's actually a class
Oh,
called Bat Class. So
oh
every now and
my.
again, yeah, every now and again I get invited to Bat Class to talk about bats.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, that'll be. I'm sure
Wow.
that will come up at some point. But yeah, so apart from the bat event on the 13th, there's nothing, really pressing in the diary at the moment. So
Some of our good bad neighbor community members are from the UK. You said you're going to be at some markets in the area. Where are those going to be at? If maybe there might be people in the
okay.
area that
So
want to drop by.
yeah, so it'd be Oxfordshire. Spencer's Wood Market is one this month, and also Wallingford Market. So I'm trying to think of the dates now. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll put them on my webpage in case
I was
anyone
going to
is
say
interested.
I could put them in the post too and let people know.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm sure
thank you. That'd
if
be
people have a
great.
chance, I'm sure they would want to stop by and meet you.
Oh, that'd be great. It'd be nice to meet some fellow bat fans. And it's really great to chat and meet some fellow bat fans across the pond. And like you say, there's plenty in the UK that subscribe to this channel, which is great. So we've got a big community going.
And I guess I'll say happy Bat Week to everybody, and don't forget to get some bat gifts for your family and friends for Bat Week, and get yourself an awesome bat book. Angela Mills and Bobby the long-eared bat. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Great to chat. Thank you.
Bye.